Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and hope everybody is doing okay out there. We got snow last night, can you believe it? It actually went down to like, I don't know, 11 degrees, and we got snow, so it is freezing to us. I had someone send me these, a subscriber, in a Happy Meal package the other day, and she told me in the little note where she saw these made and whose channel, and I can't remember, and I can't find the note. I have buried it somewhere. But it's just two little pieces, and it looks like maybe it's a chipboard, but it looks like maybe a cereal box or something like that they have cut in circles and glued right at the top. And then what it does, let's just pretend this is the page. You can clip it on the page like that. You know how we do those little paper clips? This would serve the same purpose. Or you could glue it down and then tuck something up under there like that. So I'm going to make a few of these. I thought that would be good for my journal. And I've got some backing for an 06x6 paper pad here. As a matter of fact, I've got a ton of these. We got these when we did the E-Club kits, not E-Club kits, when we did the classes. We had the 6x6 paper pads, and we pulled the backings off of them so that it'd be a little bit cheaper to ship. Can you tell I haven't done a video in a couple of days? So I saved them. Of course, I had to hide them back because it was like, why are you saving the backs of a paper pad? But this is the reason. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just covering them with paper before I cut them out. I started cutting them out, and then I thought, why are you doing that, silly girl, when you could be covering them with paper first and then cut them out? So that's what I'm going to do. I hope my punch is going to cut them. Now, you could use a heavyweight cardstock on this, but it'd have to be something pretty strong. You're not going to be able to, it's not going to hold up if you just use paper here. It's going to have to be something pretty strong. So that's why I chose to use this. Just flop everything around there. Okay, I'm going to see. Now, I think she had like I don't know, this looks like maybe a 1 3/4 inch punch. I don't have one. I just have a 2 inch. So I'm going to use it. Well, look at there. Now, I didn't wait for my glue to dry. That's something that you probably should do, is wait for the glue to dry. And then I have a 1 1/2 inch punch. And I don't know if this one's going to punch through here or not. I don't have one this is an old Creative Memories, and it is dull as it can be. I'm going to have to stand up. Oh, yeah. That one's not so great. It is very, very dull. And I've tried sharpening it and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't work because it's so old. But anyway, we got it done. Excuse me. Now I was just looking to see which way my little notes and things go, and I really can't even tell. So we're going to put it together probably like that. But I'm going to ink around it, and we're going to embellish it a little bit. This is just something else you can add to your journals. Or you could add these, if you don't do journaling, you can do these for your cards, your letters. You could use this as a little tuck for a gift card, something like that. I'm just losing my words today. I'm stuttering and stammering around like somebody that has no clue what she's doing. Okay, now I'm going to put just a little glue right there at the top. And you could always stitch on these if you're afraid that that glue wouldn't hold well. Brandon's mom is still very, very bad. She's in the last stages, and we haven't done a lot of anything this weekend. We've just tried to be available for them if they needed us and that kind of thing. So I've not even done any videos at all. I had one I put up yesterday that I had done a while ago, but alright, I'm going to glue a few of these together and then we'll come back and embellish it. I think I'm not going to waste these, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cover them, and then I will I'll just cut my paper out and then cover them. Let's see if this will cut this paper, if it's too thin. Alright, cut it. Okay. So that'll go there. And you could always do it this way too if you don't want to try to cut through all that thickness. You know me, I just like to try to save a step if I can. But who knows? Oops, well that didn't work. Since I didn't get it in there all the way. Let's see, I don't think I have enough to cut another one here. Oh, nope. Okay. We shall do a different color then at the top. They don't have to be the same. And I can just use some scraps that I have laying around here. There we go. Okay, we've got those two. Covers for those two. And then I'm going to cut covers for these two. And I think I will use this. This is the paper collection that came in our February kit. Beautiful paper. And I don't think I'm going to use that same on the top. It's pretty busy. Let's see what I have over here that we might use on the top instead of that. Let's just use some of this. This is in that paper collection too. See, if I had all punches like this, it would work really well. But I don't. So we shall make it work with what we have. And you could always just cut your circles out if you don't have punches. You can just cut your circles out. You can also cut your circles out on your Cricut if you have a Cricut. Just set up circles and cut them out on there. You don't have to do them this way. I'm just doing them this way because it's easier for me and I'm a little bit lazy today. This cold weather, and I don't do well in cold weather. This cold weather and everything else that's going on has just about got me in the blues. So this works pretty well too. It's just doing this and gluing your tops down on there. Okay, glue this one. Now I have put together a ton of bags of scrap chipboard. They're 2 pound each. They're all different widths. Some of them are thin chipboard like this. Some of them will be chipboard from packaging. Some of it is going to be medium weight chipboard. They're all different sizes. Some of them are going to be a big piece. Some of them will be a small piece. But I've got tons of it left from when we did classes and things, and I don't need all of it. I need to get rid of it. So, and I don't want to throw it away. So if you are interested, it's going to be at basically nothing. All you'll have to pay is basically $1 or $2 and then the shipping. But I just need to move it to a new home and hopefully somebody can get some use out of it. But there's still lots of good use in it. It's just that I've got so much of it. I could never use it all up in my lifetime. It is tons and tons and tons and tons of it. I'll show you a bag of it in a minute if I don't forget. Alright, there's another, and then we'll make one that's a little bit smaller. Now remember, just put your glue right in a certain little area there. Don't glue it all the way down, because then you won't have any room for it to tuck anything under there. Let's go ahead and cut out. I kind of like those bigger ones. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple of those, I think. see if I'm going to get that. I don't know if I'm going to get all of that in there or not, but we're going to cut it anyway. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to trim this off right here. So I know there's a lot of people who say that they can't get chipboard and things in their area, so thought maybe somebody could get some use out of this. This is probably not the best thing that I could be doing for my wrist. Okay, we have a few more cut out. Put that over there. And I think these music notes basically go in every direction, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Uh-oh, guess what I forgot to do around that one? I forgot to ink around both of them. So we'll just ink around this, the larger one. There we go. Let's go ahead and ink around this one before we forget. Now, I'll show you something else that you can do just in case you don't have a punch that'll punch through a chipboard type material. You can just punch out cardstock. This is a like a medium weight cardstock. It's not heavy. And then we'll punch out a couple of these. Now that's just the cardstock. That's not with the chipboard on the backing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue these together. And that's going to make it thicker. So if you don't have a punch that punches through all of that, or if you don't want to try to cut chipboard, or if you don't have chipboard, you can just glue 2 or 3 of layers like this together, depending on how thick your paper is. Or you could use cardstock on the back, a thick cardstock. And then just put, there we go. And then just put the pattern paper on top. That would work too if you don't want to use chipboard. So see, those are pretty thick. So that's going to work right there. By gluing 2 of those together, we made it pretty thick. It's as thick as maybe a cereal box. So just glue a couple together and do it that way if you want to. Okay, so there are a few more, and now let's try a different color. Let's just do some different paper. Now this is a piece that's on just some cardstock. This is a piece of paper that I just glued onto some cardstock. So we're going to give this one a shot. I think I'm going to use the big punch, and then this one. And see, that's pretty thick too. I don't think you would have to add anything else to that one. Isn't that cute? Very, very cute. Okay, I'm going to get this butterfly in one. I hope. Let's see if I can. I'm going to have to trim off the edge right here. There we go. Now we can get the butterfly in there. I've got to invest in another 1 and 1.5 inch. Well, I have one. I need a 1.5 inch punch. That one has about had it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut out a piece of this for the top layer. Ooh, it flew. Hold on, let me grab it. There we go. You could also cover these with book page. That'd be pretty if you wanted to do that. Now, I don't have any tiny butterflies. I have not made any tiny butterflies like she put on these, the little tiny ones. I need to shrink some of mine down and make them tiny. But I do have some bling and some different things that we're going to decorate these up with. Oh yeah, you can still see your butterfly there. Alright, let me grab some lace and trim and bling and all different kinds of things, and we'll decorate these up. Okay, I think, let's see if I've got any, what am I talking about? Cheesecloth down in here. If I don't, I'll have to go to my drawer. There's a piece of vintage lace. There's some cheesecloth. Alright, let's start with that. Now, this cheesecloth has not been dyed. It is very, very white. But I'm not going to worry about that. We will use it anyway. Okay. So I'm thinking about, I'm just going to bunch that cheesecloth up right there on that one. And you could make really bright, colorful ones. I just grabbed what paper I had right here beside me. So, most of it was kind of a brown, but you could use anything. Oh yeah, I like that. And then, let's see what we want to put on there with that. Just kind of layer it up. Okay, now we'll grab some bling. I know we have some somewhere right here. This is the bling that came with our kit this month. And grab my tool here. And I think we'll just go with a little bit of color on this one. We'll put some blue maybe in a couple of areas. And then let me see if I have a little focal point, maybe a little tiny butterfly or a number or something to put on there. Just a small something. That's too big. Let's see what size my butterflies are here. Just need a tiny one. See, I'm not, there's a little one. I don't have a lot of little ones. That's my problem. I should cut a bunch more. Oh, I like that one on there. I need to make some and do some fussy cutting one night. Let's see, let's put him that way. I'm going to move that little piece of bling down here. Like that. Then I can kind of turn my butterfly just a little bit. So there's that one. Now let's see, how do we want to decorate these? I'm going to do a small one. And I think I'll just cut a piece of this out. Doesn't necessarily have to be cheesecloth on each one of them. And then you can just kind of rough this up, rough your lace up a little bit. Maybe pull some, fray it out a little bit and pull some pieces over. Then we'll glue that down. And I like to just take it and bunch it up a little bit instead of putting it all down flat. I like to just kind of bunch it up and glue it down that way. There we go. Like that. See? Then what are we going to put on this one? Do we have another small butterfly? I could always punch some out, but I don't want to stop to do that right now. Okay, let's grab some little tiny flowers then, since it seems that I don't have enough of that. Let's just use some of these little tiny flowers. These also, I think, come in one of our kits maybe last year. Ooh, dumped all of them out, didn't I? So we can use some of these. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that one on there. These are just little bitty flowers. Okay. Maybe we can see that one. And let's see what else we want to do. I want a piece of, let's see, I want a piece of this burlap, not burlap, burlap. I want a piece of this bag. This is one of those bags that I cut up. And, oh, I just had an idea when I grabbed this out. Another thing that we could put on there. Let me grab it before I forget. These are some of those stamped items that we did. Could use those on there too. Now I'm going to fray this quite a bit. And let's just grab that one maybe. Don't want to put, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, put that there. And then let's see what we have in our stamped items here. That maybe is not too big. Well, I think most of these are going to be too big, so let's just go further. I could probably make some of them work, but I'm not going to fool with cutting on those right now. We'll just do another flower. So let's go ahead and put this little piece down. And I think I might put just a little strip of this across there. Tiny, tiny strips like that. I'll glue that edge down a little bit more. Okay. Then I could put some of these pearls across there. This is what we got in our kit as well, our February kit. Cut a strip of those off. I'm just going to run those right across there. And the good thing about these is you can kind of manipulate them. You can kind of, you don't have to make them go straight. You can kind of push them up into a little arch. Like that. And then we'll put, let's put a colorful flower right there of some kind. Maybe this one. Since we have pink in the background there. Let's just go with that. Now, these have this really big little, I don't know, it looks almost like a little pine cone in the center of them. I don't like that because it's too bulky inside your albums, your journals. So I pull that off. That makes that lay flat. Then I just take a little pearl of some kind, or one of these. This will work right here. And let's just put one of these dark colors in the center. Put a little bit of that in the middle, and then put our little piece of bling in there. That is a lot easier. Those big old, as I call them, pine cones, they're just too big for that, for your journals. If you're going to put this on the inside of your journal, they're just too big. They're too bulky. Now, I will tell you this. If you're going to hook this on the side of your page, you can cover the back as well, so that the back will look nice too. I may, depending on how I want to do them, if I decide I'm going to hook it on the side of my page, then I'll just go back and add a little paper on the back. But see, that one. Okay. Now let's do another. Let's just grab this one. And I see a little piece of vellum right here that I'm going to use. I'm just going to rough the vellum up, and then I'm going to ink it a little bit. Okay. That down right there, and then I think I'm going to use another little piece of this, and I'm just going to fold that over in the middle and glue it, since it's kind of got that hole in the middle for other lace or trims, and I don't really want to use that way. I'm just going to fold it over like that. Put that down. Okay, so there's that. Come on, lay down. Lay down like that. There you go. Then, what do we want to put on top of this one? Let's use maybe a large piece of bling. Let's just go with this pink one here. No, I don't want the pink one. Okay, let's just go with one of these larger brown pieces. And again, these are real flat, so I don't have to worry about them having bulk in them. And if you put it up toward the top, it makes it look like that's what's holding it together. Oh, you could also put these together with brads. I hadn't thought about that. That would be cute. Put them together with brads. Alright, then I'm going to put something on there. And I think I might just put this little number on there. This is one of Tracy's numbers. Tracy Fox. Love Junk Journals on Etsy. So let's glue this down. Oops. And I might even go ahead and put a little flower right beside it. Got room? Uh-oh. That one I pulled up a little bit. Let's go ahead and glue it back down. Then you can still tuck something up under there. So that is that one. That one stuck to my fingers. So let's grab another. Let's do this small one here. So what do we want to put on that one? I have some of this vintage trim right here. I'm going to cut a little bit of this top off so it won't be so long. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to put this right at the top because all I'm going to glue down on this part, I think. Like that. Okay, there we go. Then, what do we gonna put on there? I'm gonna put a little piece of this trim on there, I think. Oh, let me look at my black trim and see what it would look like on there. We may use a piece of this. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. Oops. Right across there. So just grab out a few little pieces of things that you have, little scrap pieces of this and that, and then put some of these together. Let's see what we want to put on there. Do we want to put a butterfly? Do we want to put a... Well, we've got a butterfly. Do we want to put a little flower? Just a little tiny flower? Maybe. I'm looking through my little flower stash over here. I may just use one of these little flowers. See what that looks like. If it's not too puffy. If it's not too dimensional. No, I'm not sold on that one. Okay, let's look further. See what else we have. Let's just go with this teal looking one over toward the edge. Let's just do that. There, we can still see our black bling and our flower on that. So let's grab this one and see what we can do. Let's see, on this one, let's see what just a couple of little strips of this black trim would look like on there. Maybe a strip like that, and then just trim it off. Let's try that. Okay, then I'm gonna grab just this is my little stash of this, that, and the other. No telling what's in here. And let's see if I can find something else to put on there. What about one of those? Maybe. Most of these pieces are very dimensional, and I really don't want that, so I'm just seeing if I have anything in here that's kind of flat. I'm not completely sold on that buckle. We could put that brown flower right there. That's kind of cute, and it goes with the brown in the background. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do on that one. So we'll grab this little flower. Some of these flowers and things, there's no telling how long I have had them. They've been in my stash a long time. And I think I'm going to leave that one just as is. I like that. Alright, let's do this one. And I'm going to use another little piece of cheesecloth, if I can find what I did with it just a minute ago. Here we go. Erin is still with us. Bethany has gone over to Alicia's to stay until her mom and them come home, but Erin is with us, and I need to go fix him some lunch. I just thought about that. I don't eat a lot during the day. I'm usually too busy to even stop out and eat, but I forget that he needs to eat. I forget that. That's not a good thing. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Which he could fix his own, but I don't like him to fool with the stove. I'm afraid he'll get burned. Alright, I just put a little piece of trim there. And then I think I might just put that little flower. No, that one's not flowery enough. It's not colorful enough. Let's put that one maybe. Yeah. And see, these come with that. Let me pull that out. Those flowers come with that vellum that I love so much on the back. I love that. Alright, let's put that little flower there, maybe. See what this one is. This one just fell out. No, I like this one better. And we'll put that little flower right there. And there is another. And then we'll do one more. And I think I'm going to put another piece of cheesecloth on here. That one's kind of ratty looking. Let's get another one. I've got some that's dyed in my drawer, but I don't want to get up and go get it. The laziness has taken over. Now I think my body just needs to rest. Since everything's been going on, I have had a lot of stomach problems with my IBS. I know that's TMI to some people, and I'm sorry, but so I just need to rest sometimes. Okay. That little piece of black just is determined to come off to stay on my finger. There it comes back. I may have to include you if you keep dropping in. Okay, I'm gonna put that little piece of trim on top. There we go. And what are we going to put on this one? Look at that. I can't get rid of it. I want a butterfly on this one, I do believe. And maybe some pearls. Yeah, let's put a few pearls across, and I'm going to try to find a butterfly. that will fit. There we go. Now let's look and see what we have. A baby butterfly, a baby butterfly. These are way too big. There's a teeny tiny one, but it's a little bit bright. Well, what about just a little piece of a rose? I'll just cut one of these off. I can print this again. What do we think? Yeah, I think that's going to work right there. I do want to trim it a little bit more though, a little bit closer. Get a little bit more of that white off, since our background really doesn't have any white in it. It has more of a beige or brown. There we go. And I don't mind that fraying out up there like that. Okay, I think that's all that we're going to do right now. We could just keep making these over and over, but I think you've got the gist of it. So you can make some for your journals. I think they're cute, and it's just something different. You don't have to use a paper clip in it, and it still will hold onto your page. Let me see if it'll go on one of these pages. Yeah, still hold on to your page, or you can glue it down and put a tuck under it like that. So that is our tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll give it a try. Now, I didn't make those three, but I'm going to put them up there. I hope you'll give this a try, and if you do, please share it over on our Facebook group. That link is directly below, and we would love to see what you create with these. Now, let me grab that chipboard that I was talking to you about. Alright, this is some bags of the chipboard that we're selling. It's just, like I said, it's various thicknesses, various pieces. Some of it is very, very thin, which this is not real thin, but some of it's pretty thin, some of it's pretty thick. Some of it's big pieces, small pieces. But it's just all sizes, and it's a big variation. No two bags is going to be exactly the same, so but it will be 2 pounds of chipboard in various sizes, various thicknesses. As you can see, this is the one that I use a lot, that thickness. This is 0.22, and then we go all the way up to here's one that's a medium weight chipboard. And then we even have some 6x6 paper pad backings in here too. Some of them may have some pieces of like cereal boxes and different things in there. It's just whatever, you know, we can stick in there that we don't need anymore, or I don't need as much of as I have. I have tons of this, I'm telling you, and I need to let it go to a new home. So lots of things you can make out of this. You can let me know below if you want me to show you some other things that you can make out of scrap chipboard like this, and I would be happy to show you some different things. But that is it. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you later. Bye bye.